Hey guys. Alright, so this is extension and we're going to start, extension 3.4, we're going to start on number 5. You know how to do all the stuff before, so we're not going to bother it. Before we begin, this is important and I want you to write this down. So if you've got the circumference of a circle, you already know what the formula is. It's either circumference is equal to pi times your diameter, or if it's got a radius, you're going to go to pi r, okay? And you know that. Now, the next thing that you need to know, and this is a whole new one, is called the arc of a center. Now, you know that an arc, if you have a circle, okay, your arc, what we're talking about is this part here. So it's actually the degree of whatever that circle is. Okay, so it's the degree. So what your formula is now, I said write this down. So they're going to say length because they're going to, what they're basically working out is what the length is of a sector. Okay, so, and they're going to ask you the arc length. Okay, so your arc length starts with L. It's equal to, it's a funny zero. It's a zero with a line in it, and it's called, they told me, I think it's called a fan. Where was it called? A theta. Theta it's called. Okay, so theta, which is basically whatever your degree is, over 360, because that's the whole. So you're doing a divide. So whatever the degree is here, you're going to divide by 360, and then you're going to multiply that 2 times pi times your radius. Okay, so that's one thing I want you to write down. So make sure you write down this formula. And then I'm going to give you another formula that I want you to write down. And unfortunately, you have to know all these formulas. Is perimeter is equal to your L, which you would have just worked out, plus twice the radius. And that'll give you what the perimeter is. So if you have to do a perimeter of an arc of a circle, you are going to do all of that, all of those together. But I'll show you what I mean. Okay, let me push this up. All right, so if we have a look at, we've got an arc that goes like that, okay, and I say that this is 75 degrees, and I tell you that the radius is 10 centimeters. So if you start first of all, and you say, okay, I've got a first of all, and the question is, they want to know first of all the arc length, so 1 arc length, please excuse my handwriting, and then 2, they want to know the perimeter. Okay, so let's first of all start with number 1. Let's just move this up just a tad. Okay, so we start with number 1. We've got to start off with our L. Now, if you look at your formula, you would go L is equal to, now, what was your degree? Your degree is 75. So you got 75 divided by 360. Okay. And then you multiply it by 2 pi. And then what was your radius? 10 centimeters. Okay. So you can put that all into your calculator. So I'm going to do it now. So you're going to go 75 divided by 360 times by 2 pi 10, enter. Now you're going to get 13.08999. So what I want you to do, I actually should put a curvy one, which means it's equal to, and I want you to round it. So 13.08 rounded to a whole number is just 13, and this one was centimeters, so your answer is centimeters. Okay, so now we've worked out our arc length. We've answered number 1, but we haven't answered the perimeter. So if we just make that smaller and push it up a bit. Okay, so now we're going to say, all right, for perimeter, we had to do P equals L plus 2R. So you have to say, okay, well, what was my, so P equals, what was my L? My L was 13, okay, and I have to, sorry, I've lost my place, and I have to add 2 lots of my radius. So my radius was 10, so 10, so now remember, so just make that a plus, this is a plus. So you've got 13 plus 2 times 10. So remember, you should actually do your 2 times 10 first, and then add on your 13, and your calculator is pretty clever, they do that anyway. So if you go 13 plus 2 times 10, you get 33. And so your answer, your perimeter is 33 centimeters. That's how you answer that one. So it's not very complicated, but just make sure that you've got your formulas ready, and then you'll be able to do it. All right, go ahead.